friends and families, well-wishers, and all those who are interested in serving the community. We have started an organization by name Chaitanya Sarathi. The purpose of the organization is to help educate the students to excel in their studies and to build a successful careers and lifestyles. Now, in order to do that, what we do, we go to the schools and colleges. First activity is to motivate them. We motivate them to tell them to dream big and to set high goals, to work hard, and they can become anything they want to be. It's a very important thing kids should know at that young age. They are very vulnerable minds. They have insecurities. They feel inadequate in many aspects. But the motivation is a fundamental thing for them to overcome those inhibitions. We tell them they can be anything they want to be. They could be a doctor, an engineer, an army officer, or an artist, a musician, a camera photographer, city photographer, whatever they want to be, they can be. And it's very important they have that feeling that they can do what they want to be. Now, after the motivation, we also go and talk about how nothing in their life should limit their beliefs or actions to achieve what they want to achieve. It's a common understanding that if you're not rich enough, you may not be able to study. That's the feeling that people have in India, but that's not true. A poor student can excel anywhere to any extent. For example, I myself was a very poor student, and I had gone through very hardship, but yet I have become a doctor, and I consider myself a successful family man. So likewise, we tell them there's nothing should limit them. It's not their religion, it's not their belief, it's not their economic status. It doesn't matter if they come from a rural area or from a city, or it doesn't even matter if they have started low or high in achievement. You could be starting at low, but you can excel as you go along to higher and higher. You can soar the highest and greatest, whatever you want to achieve it. Also, it doesn't matter if they have limitations, disabilities, everything, any type of limitation of all sorts can be overcome by the students. What's your parent? Gopichan. Good name. Big name. Be writer. Gopichan was a great writer. You want to be a writer? Okay. That they have to work for 4 years in the school and college so hard that they can enjoy the rest of the life just as they want to be. These 4 years of investment is going to be making them exactly what they want to do in life. Besides the fact they will be able to achieve prosperity and the lifestyles they ever wanted to achieve. If they lose this window of 4 years, they will be very, very handicapped, disadvantaged in excelling in their studies. So we tell them that this is the most important time in their life to create a future that they desire. And if they miss the window, they will be missing for the rest of their life in a big time. Now, we also tell the stories of the great successful people, inventors, adventurers, discoveries, and also those people who do sacrifice. The idea of telling the successful stories is for them to be inspired so that they will be setting their goals high enough to either go after one of the successful stories, to adopt them as their mentors.
It is the deadly enemy of anybody at any time. Do not fear. Do not what?
Do not fear nothing. Fear nothing. Quite honestly, that's something that I learned many years ago, even when I was in medical school. I always talk to myself. You can tell yourself, do not fear. But at the same time, some stress or anxiety before the exam is common. I want you to realize that. No matter how young, how old, what you do, anything you do, even Dr. Bekasani, who is speaking to you in front of you, I humbly submit, I have been a little anxious. He's common. And the problem is that anxiety has two phases. Anxiety builds up. As the anxiety builds up, it's a good thing. Actually, performance goes up. But it comes to plateau, still you're okay performance. Her anxiety, this plateau comes so anxious that her adrenaline, internal adrenaline corticosteroids go so much. This plateau, anxiety curve goes down, performance goes down. So that's the problem. This is fear. So anxiety is good, fear is bad. Fear is deadly. Fear is unknown. What she may be worried about performance, that's the problem. You do your best, you study your best, but hell with it. Do not worry about what is going to happen. Understand? Anytime, any game is like that. Whether it is a sport or anything, you did your best, you perform your best, what else can you do?
It's very important that kids should do a lot of physical activities as much as the mental activity. It's a common understanding and a myth in Indian culture that the students only should compete in the examinations. But in all honesty, the best competition the mentally they can create is also requires a physical activity such as playing games, sports.
Mistake that we have made. America has realized that. They emphasize the physical exercise. Doesn't mean you have to go to the gym. Any exercise, just, you like to dance at home. Put the music and dance. Don't worry about it. Just with any dance, any music you like. You dance 5 minutes and you need half an hour. What you can gain is faster than just being dull and breathe for an hour. You still don't get it. Mind and body, although we talk as separate, but actually they work in unison. They work as one. So if you activate the body, mind gets very awake, alertness. The level of alertness absorbs the information that you read. And likewise, if you activate the mind, body also, well, sometimes if I think about it, I want to be here, I will fight you. So see, fight what to fight for. Mind is telling me, wow, he's fighting.
The most important segment that I have come up that I didn't realize at the time was really the mentor speeches. I have spoken to at least a dozen high schools and colleges. There's a tremendous response. The kids are very humble, very low-key, and I feel that they have somehow not able to feel free to express themselves and do the things they want to. They seem to be under the influence of parents, somewhat social obligations. They don't feel free to express themselves. Therefore, I have made it a point to talk to them, even how to stand, how to speak well, how to stand straight, and as well as how to excel in their studies, how to think big, how to dream big, how to achieve what they want to achieve. So those mentoring speeches went very well. I found a great need for that type of activity, and that was the outcome of this meeting. And another important thing, we also talk to the kids and actually demonstrate in the lectures is that I want them to express themselves. They should be able to stand straight and pull the chin up and feel proud and pride in their posture.
Is this a shaker? Is it a good shaker? Much of a shaker?
It is.
Oh, this is better, but it could be even better. But look into my eyes. Smile, she has a bright smile. Look at that.
When you go to the interviews, no matter where the interview is, I want you to be clear, very clear, stand straight, look in the eyes, and talk to them personally. That shows the confidence, how you can deliver what you're talking. Believe me, with your smile, And that kind of posture will get you anywhere.
Ultimately, the success of a student depends not just on the books, not on just the knowledge, but how well they can communicate with the audience. Therefore, I tell them that the expression is the most important thing. How they look, how they feel, how they show the enthusiasm and activity is so important that is the most determining factor for the success. So I concluded that right from for Chaitanya Sarathi, we'll continue these three fronts. Besides pilot project, besides computer program, mentoring will be a big aspect that we would like to continue it. I will coach more students or teachers to become more speakers in future, and to go to different schools and speak and encourage them, enthuse them, and to make them dream big and to achieve what they want to achieve in their life.